Today is the grand opening of Universal's newest hotel, Terra Luna, and I'm here to give it a full review while wearing a spacesuit. Here are the things I'll be looking for.
Number 1, the room. It's while we're here. Every astronaut needs a good place to sleep. Number 2, the food. Is it out of this world, or Houston, do we have a problem? And number 3, the amenities. This is our bread and butter. Well, it's not the butter. That would be under food, but everybody loves a pool. And then at the end of my stay, I will rate each of these categories to let you know if we have found a beautiful new planet to inhabit, or if this is a black hole for your money.
So let's address the elephant in the room. The suit. When I bought this place was supposed to open in the winter. It is now spring, and it's hot here in Florida, and I am miserable. Spacesuits are very warm. But okay, let's go review a hotel. So behind me is everyone's favorite hotel amenity, a pool. I guess I can't speak for everybody. It was always my favorite amenity. Like, I had a pool growing up, but there's something about going to a hotel and like jumping in a pool when you're a kid that just, it was the best. Like, that was what I looked forward to, that more on vacation than almost anything. But there is more than just a pool. There's a lot of stuff going on out here, so let's go check it out.
First up, the pool. Here at Terra Luna, it is a zero entry pool, or a beach entry pool. This just means it's a sloping style pool, like you can just walk in. There's none of those big bulky ladders or anything like that. The pool area looks like it was designed by someone who asked, what if we made relaxation mandatory? It's given, I came here to emotionally recharge and eat soft pretzels, and we're all out of pretzels. There's fun games and activities for the entire family, or you if you're alone. I don't know if this game is supposed to be played alone, but we did it anyways.
Nice.
But there is a bar. It's the Moonrise Bar. This is where you can get all of your galactic-themed drinks.
Don't make too big of a deal about the sunglasses. I know, they're awesome. But on top of the bar where you can get drinks out here, there is also a grill where you can order food. You can actually walk up to the window, or if you want it to be a little bit easier, on the back of all the chairs, they have these QR codes, and you can just scan it with your phone and order it through Universal's mobile app. On the back of those cards, it does say that you still have to go to the window and pick it up, so don't sit around and wait for your food, because it's not coming. You're not going to get it. You'll be lost in space. These space puns. But yeah, so the only process it takes care of is not having to go up there to order. You can sit in your chair and wait for it to be done through the mobile app and then go pick it up. I'm actually going to order something just to sort of see how the process goes. Okay, I lied, but not on purpose. It actually doesn't go through the Universal mobile app. It goes through Lowe's Hotels website. My bad. So yeah, now mobile order is done, and while I wait, I can sit back and bake. My suit is so loud. So these are the shrimp tacos, and the reason I got them is they're an exclusive for out here. So this is actually, it looks like it's the same kitchen as inside, but they have exclusives, I think, both inside and outside. This isn't on the menu inside, so I wanted to get these. Oh, we're falling apart. The music has suddenly gotten very loud as I'm going to do my review. But the first thought, the flavor is delicious. There's a lot of cilantro and then the pickled red onions. One of my favorite things to have on a taco is cilantro and pickled red onions. The flavor is great. They are messy. So I've always wondered why when you go to some taco places, they have like the double wrapped tacos. You have like 2 tortillas. I'm like, hey, it's wasted calories. No. One, carbs are never wasted calories, and 2, it's so you don't have this debacle. All in all, these are really good. Messy, but really good. I would give these like a 7 out of 10, even though they need to be double wrapped in tortillas. But okay, let's blast off into some AC. I am sweating. I can't get over how loud. I mean, listen to me walk. Welcome, Earthlings, to my hotel room. Let's do a room tour. I can't see. These glasses are so dark. The helmet is not movie quality. That's okay. So this is a standard 2-queen room, which is what I typically get because I normally store my luggage on one of them. The first thing I noticed about the room are these lights. So you can turn them off and on, but they're sensors, so they detect movement, and when they see you move, the lights come on. There we go. That's better. The room also comes with a good-sized TV, a mini fridge for all of your space drinks, a little vanity sink area with a mirror. A great feature of this room is this alarm clock, but it is also a phone charger if you have an iPhone. I forget my cords all the time, so this is really helpful. The TV remote, you can actually make it stand up by itself. The future is crazy. There's a spacious closet with plenty of coat hangers, and then the shower. The shower for a room this size is pretty big. Might as well, thank you, give you a little estimate of how big the shower. Oh, my heavens. Good size shower. Not bad. Much like over at Stella Nova, my favorite feature of this entire room is the bench. So the last time I was here, well, not here, the other hotel, Stella Nova, I mentioned that I like these benches. And people kept asking me how big they were. I forgot my tape measure. So we'll use me. I'm about 6 foot for scale. Not quite 6 foot, but it's not bad. So as you can see, a pretty standard room, but I like these designs a lot better. Like, I do think that the bench is great because it gives you some like extra seating area. You don't have that weird chair that's in the corner for whatever, activities. Everything just seems to be nice and bundled up. Like the closets, they're kind of hidden. The drawers, they're kind of hidden. Me, I'm kind of hidden. Just kidding. I'm right here. But seriously, I do think it's a thoughtful design. Like, I think that doing some of these things like that look sleek and futuristic, so it goes with the theme of the hotel, I think it's also done with a lot of thought in mind. So you have some storage underneath the bench to put like your luggage and all that stuff instead of using one of the beds like I normally do. You've got places for that. You've got places for guests, places to eat. You have the desk. The camera is actually on a desk that you can move around. So you still have that desk if you need to write letters. Do people still write letters? All in all, it's very similar to Stella Nova. So if you saw that video, the rooms are very similar, different colors, and instead of being like constellations, that is a planet. I would guess it's some form of Jupiter. Okay, so now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, the slap test. This is a test that I have devised to test the comfortability of a bed. It is very scientific. If you've never seen it before, it may be slightly shocking. But trust me, there have been years and years of thought and research that have went into this. I have just realized that this will be the shiniest slap test ever, as well as the first one I've ever done with gloves, to my knowledge. It goes a little something like this. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Out of this world. Seriously though, I would give the slap test it's like a 7. 7.5. It's a pretty comfortable bed. The next thing I am slightly disappointed in, but also I don't really care. Still Cosmic Ember. I was really hoping that each hotel had its own fun, Dove-smelling soap scent. So let's talk about some of the things that people want to know, particularly price. So I'm not really sure what this hotel starts at. This is part of the Prime Value level of hotels here at Universal. And I couldn't really find, they used to say like what hotels started at. I don't know if I just can't use Google anymore, but I couldn't find it. However, I have seen these rooms as low as like $120 to $125 a night for like pass holders and like Florida residents. So for that value, I think this is a great hotel. I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, why don't you just tell us what you paid for the hotel? That would solve things. It would, but I didn't pay for the room. My friends over at Orlando Informer actually provided this room for me. So on top of the meetups and then tickets to the parks, you can also now book hotel rooms at Orlando Informer. And when they found out I wanted to come here and stay for opening day, they offered to pay for my room. So I let them. So a big thank you to Orlando Informer for doing that. I am so happy that I got to come over here and sweat all night long. I hope the shower's good.
Now let's go downstairs and get some dinner.
Kind of tripping me out. I like it though.
I decided to get a few things for dinner to give this place a fair shot. The first thing I tried was the Beef It Up bowl, which I'm guessing is a play on Beam It Up or Beam Me Up. I can't remember how the phrase goes.
This is out of this world.
However, the price was something else. This was $20. So for that price, I don't know if I can suggest it because this isn't a lot of food. Next up, I had the Terra burger, which definitely was not terrible. The burger had a ton of flavor and it was juicy. However, they advertise it as a smash burger, and when I think smash burger, the patties are generally a little bit thinner than this.
I would say it's close to a smash burger. I wouldn't call it a smash burger. Smash burgers, when I think of smash burger, they're like really, really thin. And this is like medium thin. Or just medium.
And then I had the chocolate moon pizza. And this was just a dessert pizza with Nutella, marshmallows, strawberries, and some white snow, which is powdered sugar. To say this one confused me, well, that would be an understatement.
Have you ever taken a bite of something and you're not sure if you like it? But you're not sure if you don't like. I'm gonna get one where I drop that strawberry. I'm gonna get something with more strawberry. I don't think I like it, but I want to take another bite. So So let's go back through them. So the burger, I would give the burger it's like a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. I would give the bowl like a 9.2 out of 10. Very good. The steak is cooked perfectly. It's marinated well. The pizza, the dessert pizza specifically, it's like a 4 to 6. It just depends on the bite. It is getting late. I need to go up to the room and then think about my life choices of wearing this. Okay. I know I said I was done, but I got hit by a car. Sorry. But before I laid down, I thought about it. I didn't get to do this the last time, but the building looks as beautiful as it is during the day. It looks really cool at night. It's got like all the stars just randomly in places. I'm actually going to bed this time. Well, taking a shower, then going to bed. Okay, well, I'm going to jump in the shower and then go to bed. And then I've got to be here early in the morning to finish this video, but also I want to try to get breakfast. I've heard the breakfast menu is pretty good. And then to talk about some of the amenities that aren't the pool. There may be a big issue with one of them. So we'll look at that tomorrow. Good night, Earthlings. Good morning. I almost didn't make it. I took a wrong turn, and with all the construction right now, it's hard to get back here. There's like one entrance. That'll clear up when Epic opens. It's just all the roads and stuff that they're building for Epic. It's a nightmare. Breakfast ends at 11. It's 10:30. We gotta go. So I just wanted a light breakfast, so I just ordered a couple of small things. So one of the things that I loved about Stella Nova is their wide menu. Like they had a big menu where they had a lot of unique stuff that they didn't have, or that they don't have in any of the other resorts. It's kind of the same thing here. The menu's similar to Stella, but with some unique items here and there. So I got the stuff that I felt like was most unique. So up first we had the Nebula's Nest. This had like tomatoes and garbanzo beans and of course 2 sunny side up eggs. So the Nebula's Nest was interesting because the eggs are cooked perfectly and it is so flavorful. But I realized really quickly, I'm just not a garbanzo bean guy. Like I've tried them, not my thing. However, the variety of textures that are in this dish made it worth having, and if you like garbanzo beans, you're gonna love this dish. Next up is probably the item that I was looking forward to the most, and that is the breakfast pizza. That is insanely good. I would have never thought to put sausage gravy as like your sauce instead of like marinara or pizza sauce, whatever. This is the sauce on here is gravy. One of the best parts about it is that hot chili oil. It gives it just enough spice. I'm a hot sauce on eggs kind of guy, so this is perfect. The pizza also came with these crescent moon-shaped potato wedges. I think they're just normal potato wedges. Okay. Next up we have the stuffed French toast, which is like a mascarpone cheese. It's got a berry compote, and then of course that moon snow, also known as powdered sugar. The French toast that I had over at Stella Nova, it wasn't very good. It hadn't been in the egg for long enough, and it wasn't great. So my expectations are pretty low here. Houston, we have liftoff. That is one of the best French toast that I've ever had. They gave me syrup, and I normally put syrup on French toast. I love syrup on French toast. I love syrup. I think that's where we're going with this. I didn't even put it on there. Like the berry compote and the mascarpone are good enough. Like they're sweet enough that you don't need that syrup. I mean, this is extremely delicious. I don't know whether this might be better than that stuffed croissant at Stella Nova. So one of the signature items over at Stella Nova was the monkey bread. And they have the same here, except it's different. They've got monkey bread, it's just different. That's what I mean. Okay, it just hit me. The last time we did this, we put this in the microwave. So I'll be right back. 2 minutes in the microwave. Just kidding, like 10 seconds should be plenty. We are so back. That's way better. I loved the monkey bread over at Stella Nova. I thought it was really good. This one's even better. The caramel and then those little pieces of applewood smoked bacon. That's the truth. That's the truth. Great start to the morning, but now let's make landing on the lobby and check out some of the amenities. Okay, so let's check out some of the amenities that aren't the pool, since we did that yesterday in a sweatsuit. Like all Universal hotels, there is a luggage service, and as much as you think you might not use that, if you're traveling, you probably will. So on days that you check in and they don't have your room ready, you can actually just leave your luggage there and head to the parks if that's what you want to do. I don't like wasting days. Like if I can go to the parks on any day, that's what I'm going to do. The side of it that people don't think about is your checkout day. So once again, I like to be in the parks as much as possible. So on the day that we would check out, we'd take like a late flight back home, and we would leave our luggage there because you have to check out of the room by 11, leave our luggage, go to the parks, and then come back here and then go to the airport. It's just a way to get more out of your trip because it's expensive to come down here. And then also, like in all the hotels, you have the vacation planning desk. So that is just a place where you can pick up all your tickets. If you order tickets online through Universal, you can pick them up there. Your annual passes, you can pick them up there. HHN tickets, same thing. And I would assume, since it is a place where you can plan your vacation, you can buy tickets when you get here if you want to do that. But typically, you're going to save some money if you buy them online. So That's what I recommend.
There's also a revolving door in this hotel, and I love revolving doors. They are a ton of fun. I would say a revolving door is a top 3 door type.
And also in the lobby, there are a few places to eat. I shouldn't say a few. So there are 2 places to eat and then a bar. So you have the Luna bar. It was really bumping last night. Everybody was there while I was headed to bed. And then you have the Omega Cafe and Market. And the cafe is one thing and the market is another thing. I'll go show you. Okay, so these are the 2 dining options. You've seen me eat here a bunch. Well, you've seen me eat at cafe a bunch. And then there is market. Cafe's got all your restaurant stuff, like all the meals that you've been seeing me get. That's right there. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then here is just like your Starbucks coffee. I don't know if it's Starbucks. It's your coffee and then like your grab and go stuff. It's like your sandwiches, prepackaged stuff, chips, M&Ms, Milky Way, all those things. So behind me are some chairs. Really exciting stuff. But over at Stellanova, they had some chairs that looked very uncomfortable. And they were extremely comfortable. And these chairs look comfortable. So maybe they are uncomfortable. Oh, those are nice. Oh, they rotate. So also in the lobby, you have a Universal Studio store. They have those in almost every hotel lobby, except what's special about this one is a lot of the Epic Universe merch is in here. It's almost exclusively Epic Universe merch, and it's stuff that you can't get anywhere else, at least right now. I think all of that stuff is just in Epic, and it likely won't show up at the other 2 parks. So seeing like the new robes, the Ministry sweatshirt, which I think is one of the best looking sweatshirts that I've ever seen Universal do. The Nintendo stuff, everything is great. Boo. That tongue that's crazy. This hotel also has an arcade and a gym. And the gym has a pretty good view of the pool, especially if you're on the treadmill. I don't know why you're going to be on a treadmill on your vacation, because you're going to be walking a lot in the parks, but it's there if you need it. And now for something very important, especially if you're traveling to a Universal hotel or a theme park hotel in general, you probably want to know about transportation to and from the parks, because you're probably going to the parks if you're staying here. So with Terra Luna, they have buses, and they have multiple buses. So you will have a bus that takes you to and from City Walk. So that will get you to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. And there will also be a designated bus that will take you over to Epic Universe. I said 2. I'm guessing 3, because there's probably one that also takes you to Volcano Bay. I haven't really looked at it, but they'll get you wherever you need to go. But anyways, with that, I know last night I said that there was some problems, or at least some potential problems with the hotel and the amenities. And the one that I'm seeing right now, it could change. There is no walking path from here to Epic Universe. With this being a hotel that is opening with Epic Universe and it being so close to the park, I mean, you can literally see it. That feels odd. So currently, you can get to Epic Universe from Stellanova. There is a walking path that gets you over there. There isn't one here. I don't know if it's like the bus loop. I don't know what's keeping it from happening at this location. But as of the opening day, right now, it doesn't exist. I do think there's some simple solutions, and they might have some of them in the works. One of them would be just making a path. That might be harder. That might be easier said than done. But the other one would be to just cut a path between here and Stellanova, and then you can just use that walking path. I mean, Stellanova is, I don't know which direction it is. It's one of those ways. It's right here. Like, you're basically right on top of Stellanova. So they could just do that, and that is an easy fix. And they may be working on that. But I figured I'd mention it because if you're coming for Epic, especially anytime soon, it might be something to consider, because Stellanova does have that walking path while here doesn't. So here are my final rankings. I'm going to give the room a 7. I love the new design, and the bed passed the slap test with flying colors. With the food, I will also give it a 7. There were some really high highs and then some lows. I could have gotten the wrong stuff. There is a big menu here, and I think over time they will refine it. But a 7, it's pretty good. And then amenities. As far as what's here, I think it's all great. My biggest issue is the lack of that walking path. I think that walking path is a big deal, especially if you're coming to stay here. I think if you stay at Terra Luna, you are probably wanting to go to Epic Universe, and having the ability to walk, I think it's a big deal. So I'm going to give amenities a 6. Greetings, Earthlings. I wanted to say it one more time because I don't think I'll ever wear these glasses again. I might. They're very uncomfortable. Like, they don't sit on the bridge of the nose for anything. But I had a terrific stay here. Terra Luna, great hotel. Stella Nova, great hotel. You can't go wrong with either one of them. But we are one step closer to Epic Universe. We got one hotel left, and that will be the Helios Grand, and that will be a grand time. All right. That's a lot of puns in one video. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I love y'all. Bye.